Alright. What it do, y'all? It's y'all's boy, Big D to the double Z. We're here with KiL BiNTON and, you know, our truly side man, Omar, GTR Mar. He's out here. How are y'all all feeling today? Looking fresh, looking clean. They are the best rappers around, I've heard. Well, at least on this part of town. They're coming fresh. They got lots of mixes. I've heard, first time I've actually heard their music today, shit was low-key fire, bro. I wasn't ready for that. It was kind of like, it was like a mystery thing because I like saw a couple pictures, but I never heard y'all, so I was just like, alright, turned it on, and I low-key fucked with it heavy, bro. How'd y'all get into it?
Oh.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no, for real, yeah, thanks.
For real.
But, I think it was like me and him, we started seriously like a year ago. No joke. Like just a year ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, we did this one thing. There was a third person in the group. Mm-hmm. But then like he was, you know, doing his own thing. So we talked to him and like it was just me and him. And then he went solo. And then we worked on our first project called Dark Days and Silent Nights. And from then on, it just, like, as soon as we saw how that did, we just continued.
We just kind of just, you know, locked in, bro. You just had to just see, you had to see what it was like first.
Yeah.
Then you're like, this is exactly what I'm trying to do.
He had a little bit more experience than I did because him and the other person had already started. And I come in and just did, like, one sick-ass verse and then...
True.
And
after that, I was in the group.
But you've come from like a long history of music. You were saying,
yeah. And I've actually I've done a lot of alternative music. Like that's where I really lie. But I think I'm a better R&B singer than anything. And then also like I've been writing rap for a really long time. Like it's something that I did grow up in and like have been really into.
That's really cool. And how many different instruments did you say you played again?
12.
12. You want to name all 12 for the podcast?
For as much as you can think.
The reason that I say 12 is because truly, classical guitar, acoustic guitar, and electric guitar are different. So
I consider very much.
For sure.
Violin, viola, cello, bass, piano, bass guitar, ukulele, harmonica. I'm a big harmonica guy.
That's dope.
I can play drums, but only if nobody's looking. My sister started out as a drummer.
Okay.
So, like, she always just intimidates me as a drummer because she's so good at it.
I feel that.
Yeah. I can play drums if nobody's looking.
True.
That's pretty lit, bro.
I didn't even make the high school band, bro, for drum team.
That's what I'm saying. Like I've only played two instruments, and I was like, damn, bro, that was a whole thing in itself. Like each one took so much time to learn it.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, oh, like this song can be played with it, but no, playing that song on something else is a whole different song. Yeah. You know, like.
And reading music. Do you know how to read music very well too?
Yeah, I actually do know how to read music. It's not that hard to just like once you learn it. Because I started orchestra in 6th grade with the viola. And so, like, once I learned on the viola, you just learned a different key with the different instruments. Piano is a really big,
like, scale. Yeah, it has a long range of everything. So that's why you were saying, like, if you learn, like, the piano, it's kind of easy to learn everything, especially when you start getting into, like, reading music.
Yeah.
And then how did you start getting into rapping, both of y'all? Like,
my uncle was a rapper, so I grew up, you know, like witnessing like the stuff he did. His name's Los. I think he's like working on a project right now, and he actually wants us on it. So we gotta do that. We gotta do that. But watching him, like he actually toured and stuff, and it was pretty cool. And then I guess like from there, that's what it got me into. Like my favorite album of all time is Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style. Mm-hmm. So that also got me. And then I was working on helping my friend make music, and then I was like, shit, I want to try it out. And then from there on, you know, I got kicked out of my dad's, and then we were staying with a friend, and then that's when he showed up, and then we were making music, and then from there on, it just took off.
Sure. And y'all make y'all's own beats and everything?
Some and some not.
Yeah.
We have a lot of producer friends that like make stuff, and then, you know, sometimes we do.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
what's
that's
up.
really cool. You like trying to produce your own beats, or you like
Yeah,
just
we're
rapping
trying,
a little
yeah.
bit?
That's something that we really want to get
Yeah.
into because there's a lot of stuff that I hear in my head.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
That's a fat learning process. We had somebody the other day, they were going to school and they completely just dropped out of school to go learn how to produce music. But they like EDM, so you're just doing beats.
Yeah.
There's not
Yeah.
really like all that other stuff like rapping and everything. You get
See,
to have a voice.
And too, bro, for you, that would be super fucking lucrative because, like, once you learn how to go make it, you know how to play all these instruments. You can add whatever stuff
Oh
in.
yeah,
and
no,
you'll know the
killed that.
pitches.
He killed it.
Exactly, right? You'll know all the certain keys and, like, pitches to make the sound you want. So, I say that you guys should really, like, send that one. That's a
something
good
that I
thing.
really want to like,
See where
get
that can
into.
lead you.
Definitely,
That'd be pretty
bro.
cool.
Because also, like, I believe that once you get too old to do music, you can just still be a producer, and people will do that. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like, look at Kanye. Kanye's when he's
like,
done
when
rapping,
he's-
like all he can do is produce
yeah,
and be
he's gonna be
set.
producing, and as long
Set.
as his name's on it, like Tyler Creator
Pharrell.
said that, he was like
Pharrell.
Pharrell.
Pharrell's
Yeah, Pharrell's
just
the
like
best.
He used to
example.
rap, make all that stuff. He stopped, but he still makes just as much money, you know, making
That's what I'm
everybody.
saying. If you know how to produce, like, you
Great
should be
producer.
set.
I like
Honestly.
Pharrell.
That's a skill like they can't take away from you, because like being like in the times of music is like one thing, because like, you know, there's just phases. People are like, oh, this person
Yeah.
lit, this person lit. But if you know how to like actually like hone in on a skill like that, bro, you'll be set for life. Like, I think actors, that's a big thing with actors too.
Mhm.
A lot of actors, you see them get into like directing because they know like
Yeah.
your face is only good at like for a short period of time before you get washed out. So
Yeah.
that's
No,
real good
that makes yeah.
to
yeah.
fucking
A
set
lot of
yourself up.
writers
with, like,
and storyboarders. And all that kind of
Exactly.
stuff.
that seems a lot more boring than producing music though.
Yeah.
It
I like
depends.
writing, but
Yeah.
I could not, and I like writing. I like
Sure.
writing.
You said you've been into like rap for a long time. You've been like into poems, poetic like stuff kind of rap.
Yeah, big poem guy. Love poetry. Technically, Jim Morrison is my favorite poet.
That's what's up.
From the Doors, I love him.
Yeah, no. We have his interlude track is called Seti Morrison.
We can just skip over the topic, but I do believe that I am the reincarnation of Jim Morrison.
That's what's up, bro.
I feel that. Like,
Hey,
that's what's up.
I see him, like, I watch live performances, and I'm like, oh my god.
Like,
Yeah,
you're like,
bro.
that's me.
That's
like,
me. Like, I
that's
could
my
do that.
goal. Yeah, that's what's up, though.
No, man.
Yeah, bro, you sound like you have a goal for that, like to be like an amazing guitarist and everything like that. Go sell it
Man,
yourself.
just an amazing performer.
Yeah, bro.
I think I'm, like, I started out being a guitarist, and then I wanted to learn how to do vocals because, like, I wanted to be a little more up front.
That's what's up.
And I think I really wanted that, and then KiL BiNTON came along.
Yeah.
This hoe's been rolling. And
Always pushing each other. Like the last project we worked on, like the very first one, I didn't do no singing, and then he started doing singing, and then the next project we worked on, I started singing more, cause I don't know, we push each other, honestly.
Yeah, it, like,
you
yeah,
have
makes
to,
it
bro. That's
truly-
what it's about.
We really do push each other. Like, I'll have a verse for something, and then he'll just write a good ass verse for that beat, and then I'm like, oh fuck.
No, I gotta make
Gotta
that
rewrite it.
every
Gotta
That's what's
rewrite it.
up.
I gotta go back to the
Whole
studio.
thing.
Yeah.
I gotta rewrite the whole thing.
And y'all said y'all are getting a lot of traction on different things. I looked on your SoundCloud. It didn't look like you had like about 1,000 views. Do you have more like traction on? I know he said on SoundCloud. That's where like y'all really be popping.
Spotify is actually where we're
Spotify.
popping more.
Spotify.
I feel like we don't promote our SoundCloud like we should.
Yeah.
Because I was all like, ever since we got our stuff more on the streaming platforms, it was like,
Yeah, once
You
know.
we started getting on like Spotify playlists.
yeah, 'cause-
People started adding us to their Spotify playlists and promoting like people like in Russia.
Wow.
yeah.
So in other countries, man, y'all be touring the whole world. one
Yeah,
day.
Deborah. So, like, what parts of like the world would you say your fans mostly reside in? Or, like,
Ukraine.
Yeah, they're big
Ukraine.
in Ukraine. They're big,
Yeah.
they're big in Russia.
Yeah, dude,
Russian
that was
Ukraine.
the craziest part, because I'll never forget the first time like we saw that. I had showed my dad. My dad was like, "What the hell?"
That's dope.
Because I mean, like, it shocked me, you know, like,
Definitely.
I mean, you obviously if you get views at all, like, it's pretty cool. Like, you're
No,
thankful
exactly.
for it. You're like thankful for it.
Yeah.
And then when you're seeing that you're getting like thousands of views in a whole ass different country, you're like,
You're like,
the-
you
damn.
know me?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm like,
how the hell?
It's like, bro, I've never even been over there, but y'all
Yeah.
are just to know. There's somebody
Yeah.
over in the fucking Ukraine or in
Yeah,
Russia just playing
like,
my shit.
They heard song one time just like on a playlist somewhere, it just randomly popped up and they like showed all their friends.
They're really like,
Yeah,
I mean, like,
bro,
honestly, I
yeah.
mean, you know, like, Rush should be finding shit that, like, you don't think they'd be finding.
Yeah.
They find all the underground artists that, like,
It's
haven't
true.
popped yet.
You make
That's
it
crazy.
like if you big in Russia, you're gonna make it big.
Anyway,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
because like low key over there, Russian stuff, like by the sheer amount of like people there are, and like they're catching up and going past us, like
Yeah.
you know. So if you can
Definitely.
get them, you get like the people here, you get people anywhere, bro. That's gonna make y'all just like universal, literally. But like
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
and, like, thankful for it, as always. Very humble about it.
definitely.
Hell
Okay.
yeah. Oh
Definitely.
yeah, incredibly thankful because truly at this point in time, like when you start making music, like it's really just about making music for yourself because you're not expecting anybody to see it or listen to it. Like you gotta build it,
yeah.
and so like that's how we started out, like just making music because we have a passion for it,
Yeah.
and because like we really want to do it. We connected on an idea one time.
Yeah, and that's honestly what took off.
And
I
like
mean,
he's my best friend.
yeah, no, he's definitely my best
in
friend
the
too.
entire world.
And like the thing is you know, like obviously it'd be cool. I mean, like what wouldn't you want, like make money from what you do?
and
You know,
Yeah.
but it's not right now. It's not about the money. Like we both like struggle with stuff, so it's nice to like, you know, put that into what you're doing, and then like if people
people like
it and like
people like
they
truly
also
listen
like
and like recurring
feel the
listeners.
same way, then I mean like it's cool, you know.
Mm-hmm,
Like we don't make music for no one. We make it for us because
Make
it
it
makes
for
us
you.
feel better.
And people really, and when people end up fucking with it, it's like wow, like people end up fucking with it.
That's what I'm saying. You know, like thankful.
Yeah,
For sure.
That's all you can be.
But like that struggle y'all go through just sets y'all up because like bro, when you have that like struggle or that sense of like just like roughness right to you, like it just comes out in the music you make, bro, and other people notice that hoe, and it's like the first thing exactly. And so like your emotion goes into your music, and it's like damn, you feel that hoe no matter what, and it's like that hoe's gonna sell somebody. Someone's gonna be like, man, I felt this hoe like song, and it's like that's what the key is, like, and you know you're going through something hard, but like that's what's setting you up perfectly. So like you accept that, like you said, you gotta be humble, even though you're like not at the top yet. You can see like, man, there's a light at the end of this tunnel, and I'm just fucking chugging along.
For sure.
Definitely.
We're making moves like all the time.
Hell yeah, you
All the
got
time,
it.
honestly.
Complacency is a fucking
That's
the devil.
bad. Yeah, that shit's bad, bro.
Cause like we were telling you earlier, like, you know, we joined labels and it didn't go smooth. Like there was some that would happen, but like you know we took our time, and we just joined Die Slow Records.
Yeah.
Strange Vibes Only. Shout out to those homies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have to.
Okay.
Cause I mean like they're cool. They're all cool. They help out. They fuck with us, and we fuck with them. You know they're not about goofing off. They're about like
it's not
making music and stuff.
Yeah, there's some serious shit to it.
That's all it is.
See?
That's what we like.
See, bro, and like to show that like this isn't your first label deal, you know, like y'all have been on some. There's a lot of people who struggle, like their goal is to even get one, you know. Y'all and y'all are on your like third, you know, like that's good. And it's also good that after the first few times when it didn't go too well, y'all didn't like, oh man, this shit didn't work. Maybe this ain't for me type shit.
Yeah,
It's
never gonna
an
be
option.
like that.
Never an option. Okay.
Never gonna
It's
be.
not. It's not. I don't think I could do anything else.
Yeah, no, honestly,
Like, this
is like it. This is
like
passion.
in my head, I'm like, I do music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Because you can't have that. You can't have a mentality of anything else. You know.
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
I'm sure y'all get that too.
Yeah, bro. Every day, like I
Yeah.
wake up, like I think I fucking whenever I came even to like get an apartment, she's like, "What do you do?" I'm a YouTuber. I fucking have like maybe like a couple views, but like
And that's
in my
fine,
head,
you know?
like yeah, you know what I mean. That if that's what I want to do, then that you gotta bring that hoe forward too. Like just like you're like in your head, you're a fucking musician. That nothing's gonna change it. No, nothing that anybody out there is gonna tell you like differently.
You gotta manifest it. Like honestly,
Yeah.
you
Exactly.
really do.
I'm really
I'm big
big on that. Big on that shit, bro. Like
big on
whatever
that, man.
you say you're gonna do, no matter where your life goes leading up to that, like as long as you say like, oh, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. A lot of people might say, oh, like you might be like delusional. You don't have like a grasp of like reality, but I'm like, that is my reality. That's what I'm gonna be. I'm like,
yeah, no, I completely get it. My dad thought the same thing. My grandparents think the same thing. The only person I think got it was my uncle. Mm-hmm. So I mean, like, I'm just gonna keep pushing it because this is it. This is all I want to do. You know.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Is all we're gonna
You can't let no one tell you anything different, bro. And, like, at least you have somebody who understands you, you know what I mean? Like, I think I was at a family thing, too, but I was, like, in the same thing, and everyone was like, oh, you're just doing YouTube, or I was fucking playing the ukulele, doing stupid shit, like, just kind of, like, filming things, and they're like, oh, what are you doing? Like, I didn't have a job at the time. I'm like, nothing. I'm like, I'm fucking out here, like, learning things. Like, at the time I was learning YouTube, like, YouTube's such a learning process, so, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just sucking in so much energy just so I can, like, come out with, like, a decent video. I don't want to put something half-assed all the time or whatever.
Of course.
You know what I mean? And, like, everybody in the family was like, no, you need to get a real job. You need to do this and that. Like, you're not going to do nothing. And it's like, bro, you can't fucking talk to me like that. Like,
yeah, no, you can't. You don't want
to. It's like when I'm making all the money one day.
Yeah, one day, yeah.
Anything.
You're not going to say
no.
Yeah.
Or they're going to sit there and, you know, talk about, like, I need money.
Exactly.
It's all like, you told me this wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, like, if I was to fucking listen to you, I wouldn't be doing this right now.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
And it sucks that sometimes it's your own family, bro, that can be some of the biggest critics, bro.
No,
Yeah.
I definitely agree that your family is, like, the biggest critics. You gotta surround yourself with people that, like,
are gonna excel you in life, bro.
Definitely.
Or who are, like, even rocking on the same boat, like, who understands you and are, like, in the same moving mentality, bro. You gotta cut off all them loose ends. Like, people who, like we were saying, complacent and everything, bro. You get stuck in life, you gotta keep the hell moving.
We definitely had to do that.
For sure.
For sure.
Fucking the grind. I know y'all were saying y'all got kicked out of your house. How did you fight through that personally?
A lot, man. That was a struggle. There was, like, we all were staying at my girlfriend's dad's house.
By we all, he means
I mean, like 12 people.
Damn.
We're all staying.
And people coming over every fucking day.
So there would be, like, in total, like, what, 16?
There'd be
16, 17 people in the house every day. You know, you don't have enough food. You know.
Nobody has a job.
No one had a job.
Damn.
Like,
Nobody.
I think my girlfriend had a job, and then, like, she was there for a day, and then she got enough money for cigarettes, and that was it. Like, that was just it. Yeah.
Damn.
It was a struggle.
And then,
But
how did,
I mean,
like,
we
you
did.
feel about that? Oh, no, yeah, go.
But we did.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Y'all made it through,
You know,
bro.
and there was a lot of fuck shit that happened.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of drama that happened, but you know,
at the end of the day, I think we came out better from it. And then the things that happened after that up until now, we've come up from that.
Definitely.
It definitely seems like it made y'all's bond a lot closer. Like,
Oh, yeah, no,
we immediately became best friends.
there's literally, other than us two, there's like 3 more people that is in our group, and that's it. Like,
from the
the,
whole
other
12?
than from the whole 12, there's only like 5 of us.
Damn.
And I mean, like, you know, people came and people went, and that's fine, you know. It happens. Like, that's how you learn, you know. Like, it's a lesson. Obviously, everything that happens in life is a lesson, so you don't, like, repeat the same mistakes. And that's fine that it's just the 5 of us.
Oh, yeah, because we're so incredibly close. Like, he's my best friend, but, like, we are all...
Yeah, all together, we're all...
best
fucking
friends.
squad.
That's fucking tight, bro.
Like, we're just, like, we're gonna get a house and live together for our entire lives.
Damn,
That's
the dream,
That's
right, bro?
the
Fucking,
goal, bro.
if y'all make it,
the
bro,
goal.
like, that's the good thing too. Like, y'all found like a group that like is gonna fuck with y'all no matter what. Because when you face that like rock bottom, bro, like you really decide like who's still with me and who just like with me for like the fucking success.
Yeah.
So like since y'all witnessed that, bro, imagine like when you're successful, you don't have to worry about like other
yeah,
people
no,
trying to
exactly.
snake y'all or nothing like that. These are like your
Definitely.
boys that fucked with you like
These
since
are
day
the fucking
one.
day ones from out of who y'all thought were the fucking day ones. Like,
Yeah, no, we definitely weaved that.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even just us, you know, like, telling people, no, we can't do this no more. Like, they naturally would just go on their own.
Yeah.
You know, it's a, like I said, it's a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
They would just go.
Yeah, they don't fucking believe in the process or something. You know?
Yeah, I mean, like, like, some of them are just doing their own things, and, you know, that's good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's
A lot
no
of times
hate
it is.
in any of it.
Definitely.
Just,
Some people are just lone wolves.
yeah, I mean, like, obviously there's people that, like, hate on us all the time. We know that. And, I mean, like, that's, I guess, fine, but we ain't dishing that hate back.
That's good, bro.
Yeah.
All love. I mean, there's gonna be haters no matter what you do, bro.
Obviously.
Especially whenever you get successful, bro. The more successful you get, someone's gonna be like, "Oh, you suck. Oh, you're trash." But like, bro, like for every like hater, bro, there's like 3 or 4 people who actually enjoy your shit. You know what I mean? And the hater just is the only one that like he had like the fucking balls to fucking say something because he was so angry or he got nothing better to do in his life. You know what I mean?
And,
he's so frustrated.
Truly, I do view like it's weird, but I do view like losing a friendship is kind of like a good thing sometimes. Like I'm a kind of guy that's like divorce party.
Definitely.
That's what's up. It's like a cocoon, bro. You like fucking regrowing.
Yeah, because like even if you weren't the divorcee, like you weren't the one that did it, but like even then, like you're not in a relationship.
Yeah.
That like is going to go south and you don't like that nobody wants to fucking be in. It's gonna be fucking misery at the end of the day. So like divorce party.
Definitely, bro. I'm the same way, because there's sometimes when like you're like, oh man, like I've been friends with this person for so long, and then I mean it wasn't even a good one, but you were there, like you thought that y'all had something cool. Once they're gone, you kind of feel like a relief. You're like, damn, I don't gotta deal with that shit no more. And you're like, it's lit.
And they get to grow and they get to do their thing just as we get to do. You know?
Exactly.
I don't know, like I have a couple friends. I think I can talk about them. They don't watch that hoe, but like they're a snake, bro. Something would always go missing. I fucking come back. There's my hat. There's my shorts. There's something. You know what I mean? On them, and it's like, damn, bro. Like that's mine. You're like, like you can ask me for that hoe. It's not that like big of a deal. I don't mind fucking sharing my clothes, but like when that hoe just goes disappearing, I'm like, where the hell go? And it ends up on your head. Then that's when I have a problem. And like they dipped off and they're fucking doing their own thing. They want to get married and everything now, but like. Maybe that was his right step. Like, he didn't need to be with all the boys all the time anymore. And that's, like, fucking good because you see how, like, he got to grow. And I'm like, all right, you did your thing. Now we're over here growing, too. So, everybody wins, I guess, at the end of the day. Yeah. Especially when it's toxic, bro. It's just better to split off. And it's good to see that y'all don't let that hell affect y'all. And y'all just keep on moving.
No, we're never about the drama.
The universe, man.
We're never about drama.
That's high school. You know
exactly.
Yeah, whenever someone, says something about one of us in a song or something like that, me and, like, obviously people would expect you to do something back. And me and him are just like, well, guess we're gonna just make our own thing and do whatever. We're never about the drama.
But, like, all fucking, what is it, like, publicity is good publicity. Yeah, even if they diss you, bro, someone's finna go look you up on the track and be like, let me see what that shit. And maybe they like your shit better, bro.
Like, look, they got songs, play their shit. More dreams for you, like.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it all,
I'll take
bro.
it. I'm not even tripping. I'll take it.
That's the way to look at it, bro. And especially with, like, the way the internet's now, bro. Like, y'all are saying y'all are, like, big everywhere around, like, the fucking world. That's, like, the awesome thing of, like, the fucking internet is, like, the streams get to go everywhere. You're not, like, dedicated to one area. Like, imagine if we were back in the day when you had to go hand out your mixtape to people and shit.
I definitely think that would suck.
Suck, right? Yeah.
That's what my uncle was doing. I couldn't imagine doing that.
And I mean, like, even a little closer to home, like, Bo's cousins in Houston and texted him one time.
Oh, yeah.
And said that, like, there are people in my class talking about your music right now.
That's
not even knowing that, like, he's my cousin
or nothing like that. Yeah, bro, y'all are gonna fucking.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy. It's weird. Like, I got that text and I was like, it's kind of weird, you know? Because I don't, like, I still feel regular.
Yeah, exactly.
I still feel like,
like you didn't switch up on nothing, bro. That's the thing, too.
There was a time I went into Walmart and someone came up to me and dabbed me up and was all like, y'all drop some fire music. And I'm just like, I don't even know who you are, but thanks.
You're like, whoa, get back.
It scared me because he ran up on me, you just like, oh, you like getting that, like I'm about to have to fight someone. And they were all like, dude, you make fire music. I'm just like, thanks, man.
You're like
scared the hell out of me.
Yeah, he's a big fan, like that, but that's what's up. Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, bro. Like, y'all are moving. And music's one of those things that's like, it can almost be instant sometimes. Like,
it really
overnight,
can. You
bro.
never
like,
know.
You go to bed, bro, and you'll, like, one day y'all might wake up and you're sitting there fucking, yeah, bro. And, like, with the way TikTok is, too, bro, like, if someone even, like, chooses your song on a TikTok, like, what are the odds? But, like, that hoe could instantly blow up. Like, TikTok even has their own label and shit now. I don't know if y'all seen that.
I did not know that, actually.
Yeah, bro. So, like, people go and they, like, get signed to TikTok and they make a little song for them.
It's going to be straight
and
up,
people
like,
get
TikTok
paid.
Songs.
Viral TikTok.
But, like,
I'm not going to lie, that's kind of fucking crazy.
It's also crazy how much TikTok has shaped our music industry now.
It's
like, bro,
true.
look at the top 40, bro. If you look at the top 40, at least, I would say at least half the songs are from fucking TikTok.
No, I definitely agree on that.
That's 100% true. like people make songs that have like parts, and it's honestly like down to like truly like brain theory in music that are like perfect TikTok songs.
Yeah, like perfect little beats that you can dance to and everything, and they just
like,
get them girls to dance to
perfect
them.
flows and shit. Like it's so crazy.
I like your flow, low key. That hoe was pretty lit. I listened to damn, bro. I can't think of the song, but it's like the first song that pops up whenever you go to Spotify, and I like that hoe.
He's talking about Remedy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
How did you come up with like that idea to like flow like that?
Truly, a lot of my music, like influence for rap back in the day, comes from like West Coast rap, and then like Southern like Outkast.
That's a dope combination.
I love Outkast, but truly a lot of my inspiration at that point in time, because now it's a little different, still came from just a lot of really unknown places, completely like TLC, fucking
women rappers,
fucking oh my gosh, a Billie Eilish inspiration, Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
And like it comes from like so many different places. I have so many different places that I just like draw inspiration from, that it just kind of spills out into one thing.
Damn, yeah. I mean, yeah, bro, and that's like lit that you like are able to mix it, because you really don't sound like any other rapper. Well, neither of y'all do. Y'all are kind of different, like, and I feel like y'all both kind of mix it in a little bit, like very
really
well.
good shit coming, not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, we got
have a lot lined up.
My best verse is way 100% better than.
Yeah, right now we're just knocking out features that like people want. We're about to start working on our third project.
Yeah.
Are y'all charging people for features?
No, man. Actually, we don't. We do it for free.
That's what's
like,
always.
If we fuck with you like enough to do a feature with you, then like
that's fucking lit.
And I mean, like, I think the only time we've ever charged a person, it was like because it was like for gas money. Other than that, like it was all like, give me like $10 in gas. Of course, we got you. And that's truly what happened, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, we're not big enough to be charging people. Like, we saw...
Oh, my God.
We saw someone that we know, like, that used to be... We were part of the label with, you know, like... I mean, it's good for him if he wants to do that.
No,
but he's charging people $100 verses, and then...
For
the week. And then from then on, it's $500, and we're just like, what
like,
the hell?
We're like, how you gonna make any sort of like collabs, connection, all that shit?
Exactly.
Nobody want to pay no $500.
And you're not big enough to be doing that. Like, and that's like something that you truly have to be honest with yourself about.
True.
Like, you're not big enough to be doing that.
Because the music is kind of about your name.
Take that. Too. Nobody's gonna take that offer.
Yeah, no, like, I mean, obviously it's no disrespect, but like, that's a lot of money, man.
Yeah,
that's a lot. I mean, I get it if like you were big and like there's people that like had the money that would want to work with you, but like
right now, these are like horrible times to be just asking for $500. Like, nobody's gonna do that.
Our only thing is like whenever someone's like, "Can we get a feature?" we say yes all the time, but it's just gotta be a good beat.
Yeah.
Everyone always tells us that our beat selections are perfect,
better than anything else.
So I mean, like, it's just gotta be a good beat.
Yeah, that's why I had asked if y'all made those own fucking beats.
Our vibe is like, it has to be a vibe that because we stem to a lot of different places each.
Yeah.
So it has to be like something that we both
are feeling.
And like, when we both fuck with it, there's just something about the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
That has to.
All about vibing.
Bro. Like vibes like. That shit determines everything, bro. Cause, so like, is there any times where like one person might like a beat but the other one doesn't, or is it
all the time?
Like, all the time.
I don't know how much.
Joshua's a really big fan of like big like
808 bass, like got a boom, you got
it
got a hit, man.
And I'm like, that's cool. But I don't know. I listen to Frank Ocean in my downtime.
Yeah, no, like that's what I was gonna say was, you know, like I don't know how much you listen to or how much you've listened to, but like, you know, we have projects where like, you know, that's why we do the 2 different interludes, the solo tracks on our projects, or you'll hear the beat switches whenever there's like a problem where, like, you know, he spit a crazy, like, there's a track on our Fuck 12 project called Honeybee Herb, and he just, you know, like, he killed this flow, and I was trying, and I couldn't do what I wanted to do, so I was just like, okay, whatever, I'll find a different beat, do that, cut it in the middle, and just slap it on there, and it ended up being one of our biggest songs on the project, you know, like, it happens all the time, more than you would think.
The hardest beat switch, it happens all the time.
It happens all the time.
But I think that's cool because we take a lot of time to look through beats and figure out what beats, like, we feel can really be something. And so once we figure it out and we get the beats that we want to do, like, it truly is just a fun process after that because we just fuck with them so heavy.
See, and that's, like, good too, and that also, like, shows, like, the fucking bond that y'all have. Like, instead of just like, oh, I like it, you don't, okay, fuck it, scrap it, go somewhere else with it. Like, you're like, oh, I like this, I'm a rock with this, or okay, I got something that would match with that. I take my shit, combine it, and it still works. Like,
yeah, no, we do that all the time, more than you think. It's very rare that we actually scrap, like, any songs. I think, the last project we scrapped, I think we recorded like 22 tracks, and only 15 made it. Like, I don't know, it's just rare for us to scrap, and whatever we don't put on the project, you know, might end up releasing one day.
Yeah, we have it saved, so anything that's unreleased or the mixing just, like, didn't come out the way that we wanted it to, or shit like that. We're in, you know, an unreleased, like, project would be super dope to do, because it's a lot of really good songs.
Yeah, no, we take our time. Well, we do now. When we made our first project, we were all like, it was so serious. It was like, we're gonna get this done in 3 months. We're gonna have this many tracks, and you know, in the end of it, like, I mean, like, it's an alright project. We don't even listen to it now. Maybe one or two songs, but I mean, like, you know, like, at the end when we came to the last track, we were so done for. We were like, I don't want to do this no more. And then when we came out with Fuck 12, that took like 7 months to make, and we were just making song after song.
We didn't want there to be an end date. We didn't want there to be a specific vibe that we had to fit. We kind of just let it
make it run its course and stuff.
That's what's up.
And once we felt like it was literally like until we feel it's done.
That's pretty good, yeah.
And for our next project, like, we're taking even longer.
Yeah, no, I got my sister doing the cover, and she was freaking out. She was like, how early do I have to get this done? And I was all like, you got like a year. You got time. Like, don't worry.
Just finish it.
Whenever you're done, just, like, don't even trip, you know?
So it sounds like y'all mastered, like, the process, man. Like, you know what I mean? The first time is definitely, like, you said you were, like, aiming for 3 months. You gave yourself kind of like an estimate, and you were like, okay, I did it in the 3 months. But like you said, you did not. Oh, it didn't.
No, and it didn't happen.
We did
we were so tired.
We recorded so many more songs in that amount of time that we did Dark Days for the Fuck 12 project. Like, we recorded so many more.
We don't even like to consider Dark Days as a project. We're just like.
Yeah, but you know, and like
listen to Fuck 12 is a trap out.
That's the process. Like,
don't mention that one.
You have to learn how to, like, complete music. You're like, okay, like, you know, you're like completing whole songs. You're doing a whole track, and now you're like, all right, now let me master that, like, process. Yeah. And you, like, you know, you took a second swing, 7 months. That's pretty good. You know, you, like, master that process, and you're like, you know what? Now I want to sit down and, like, hone, like, everything in, all of my fucking like the skills you learned over, like, the first 2 albums. And you're going to put, like, a masterpiece out there. And, like, you know, that's just a learning process. At the end of the day, you fucking learn. And then hopefully that, like, third one's the fucking, like, beauty, right? You're, like,
mixtapes. Yeah. We have not dropped it down. We don't actually plan to for a while. It just wanted to be mixtapes.
An album that's a big fucking deal.
No, that's a like really big fucking deal.
That's like your name. Like,
you don't want to drop, you know, like
that means something. Mixtapes are for you to figure stuff out and to do what you want. An album is an album.
You want that excitement for your fans, you know, the people that have been rocking with you since the beginning, you know, or like found you, and then you want them to excite, you know, like you want it to be different than what you've already dropped before and stuff. You want the quality to sound like amazing. You want the flows and like everything to be perfect. And I mean, we've already thought of like what we would call it, and we know like stuff like that. But it's
Yeah.
gonna be like a while till we actually, you know, just drop that.
That's good because that's something too. Yeah, you really cannot rush. Like you just said, you don't even rush to drop your own mixtapes or even tracks. Like you take your time with everything that you do.
Every time.
Like the album, I mean, that's good. That there doesn't have to be any sort of like finish line. Like, oh, you gotta have this done by this, or you might not have traction in this or that. Like, no, man. When y'all do finally drop it, from the amount of stuff that y'all did leading up to that, it's gonna like make that shit pop, bro.
Like people are gonna see the progression.
They're gonna be
from all
waiting
these
for that
mixtapes
shit.
and from all these little EPs and singles and shit. And then when an album comes out, it's gonna like just
fucking mind blown. They're gonna be like,
Yeah.
this is like what they spent all this time was them leveling up to this, and now they just kill it. Like,
Yeah, no,
that's what's up.
that's the goal, you know. That's the goal.
You should be on top, right? And music's just such a fucking, like, it's like almost a gamble too. It's like
It is.
it's like one of those things you never know if you're making. Like YouTube, anything like that's like about popularity, I would assume is just like a real gamble, you know, like.
analytics.
But like, luckily, music's one of those things where like if you like know that you're doing like better and better, that someone out there is gonna notice you, bro. Someone out there is gonna be like, you know what, they're doing a lot of work, they're doing this, or like, let's say you start producing music and that hoe's really good, then you fucking get found in that hoe, and then like, you know what I mean, doors open for y'all, and y'all sound like y'all are moving up very fucking nicely, bro, through that hoe.
Especially only a year into it, like
Yeah.
the amount of moves that we've made in only a year, like it does feel like manifestation.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said earlier, you know, like very humble. Don't go around bragging about it and stuff like that. You know, that's the. I mean, I feel like that's the negative part. You never want to jinx yourself. So I mean, if you stay humble, you know, like
Just be
the
a
feature
vibe.
thing, you know, like I'll give you. Yeah, obviously, you know, you want to feature, you got it. Just give us a good beat.
Yeah,
and
Swedish
that's
guy,
it.
for sure.
Yeah.
So, like, I know COVID, all that shit happened, but since like before that, did you guys do shows or like any concerts?
Man, boy, we got some stories for you.
Yeah, go for it.
We
Bitch ass.
so
pretty good.
there was this one show that we were supposed to do,
Mhm.
and complete downfall. This guy had no idea what the hell he was doing, what he was running. He was basically late as hell. And I got into the biggest argument with him, and me, and like he watched me. I was like, man, fuck you. And I like left. We walked right out that bitch.
And the rest of us just stayed and watched our other friend go on.
Yeah, we watched. Yeah, he watched him perform, and I was already out that building.
Yeah,
Years
no,
like
he
San
can-
Antonio?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh,
I forget where it was at, but wherever it was,
Bedrock.
we're not going
I
back.
think it was the Paper Tiger.
Paper Tiger's the
Yeah.
worst, bro. Don't.
Dude, yeah,
fucking-
no,
Fucking-
fuck that place, man.
That's fucking. It was fucking bullshit. Like, he literally we'd ask him for something, he'd tell us to like fuck off, and then be like, "Why aren't you on?"
Because you don't know what
You
the
got
hell
one-
you're
you
doing. Like,
You got 1 minute.
yeah, he was all like, you could perform one song, and I was like, I did not waste my time
For one.
for one song. I was all
Yeah.
like, you have a good fucking day. I walked right out that
He
bitch.
needs to show y'all some respect, bro. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
bro,
mean?
I mean, like, you know,
We're
like we weren't
running
coming in
it.
there with the negative attitude. Like, we genuinely asked him a question, and like he told us to fuck off. And then like he was like, "Why aren't y'all on stage?" And I was all like, "Well, you know, you told me to fuck off. Like,
Yeah.
the hell was I supposed to do?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I came to ask you a genuine question. You
Yeah,
told me
we
to like
have
get
any-
out."
Have any ill will towards this guy?
Yeah.
We wanted to perform.
That's all. Yeah, that's all you showed up
See,
for, right?
I mean, like, why else would we have like shown up? You know,
Exactly.
why would we waste our time and your time?
But y'all haven't done any other shows since then, or
No, because
y'all
that
been
was
kinda
that was the most recent one, and then like the virus happened.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah, bro. Because you did say you started off like just like a year back, and yeah, COVID's been about a year back, and yeah.
Now that it's been a year, I might have some connections for y'all. I know a lot of people in like all the downtown bars and shit like that, and all that kind of shit. And I have a couple friends who fucking perform all the time at some different places.
Well, we
I have
definitely
one-
would take it.
Fuck
man.
yeah, bro. I go out there home too and go fucking watch y'all. That shit would be
Yeah,
lit,
we'll
bro.
pull up, man.
And like I have a lot of like, not to be like other, but I have like other friends that are fucking rappers too, that they're like in that hole. One of my friends, his name is Sam Lorenzo, he's gonna be on the podcast hopefully someday, right? he's fucking a big rapper and he always performs everything. He sends me like his little cards and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure he's more than willing to get y'all in that hoe too.
Oh yeah.
Well, we'd appreciate it, man.
Fuck
like,
yeah, bro.
For real, like we really would.
Get y'all some local fucking clout, bro, instead of fucking just all over the world and fucking.
Yeah.
Because San Antonio is the next wave, bro. There's millions of fucking people here, bro.
I don't know. I do believe that like you do want to get bigger in other places before you get bigger where you're from.
That's true.
If you could be
Oh,
stuck,
true.
you could be stuck where you're from the whole time.
That is true too, but like no one's gonna support you. I feel like some of the local people, like
That's true.
because like we've had a
That's
lot of
true.
famous people. I guess like I know y'all heard of Doty Boys and all that shit back in high school, right? And you know like a lot of the people still in the city, they still ride hard for them and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, you can't have like only good things can happen from everybody here backing you up. You know what I mean? Like there's no negativeness. So like it would just only
Were
excel.
you a grade over him?
Hmm?
What grade?
I met him my sophomore year in his senior year.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure y'all in the
Oh,
same
yeah,
grade,
we're in the same
right?
grade,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
You're
like,
a
yeah,
little
I
bit
did,
older.
I did not
yeah, no.
think about that.
I
graduated in
know
2018.
fucking Blake and all them, bro.
Yeah.
I would go to UTSA parties and these motherfuckers would be there, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, at the end of the day, it's someone who's like right there in front of your face. So it's like, how am I not gonna be like, I want to see him succeed? Like, even though
Yeah,
like
of
you know
course.
he's a fucking dick sometimes and like shit like that, especially at the parties and like you're like whatever. But like he's from San Antonio. How am I not gonna be like represent him? I'm be like, bro, he's from my hometown. Fucking like hell yeah, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, that hoe can only excel you. Like get other people who are especially closer and like. The more like people that come to shows, maybe one day, like you know, I go to those shows and some of them are like less people, but like if y'all get like a big following, like it sounds like y'all have fucking shit.
Yeah,
You might
yeah.
pack that hoe out, you know what I mean? And
That's
fucking
true.
and like that hoe can only excel you because like we also live in a weird place, bro. Like San Antonio's a fucking
San Antonio's
melting
weird,
pot.
yeah.
It's a melting pot of fucking like just so many different people from every place. So like. Who knows, like, you might meet someone and they're from fucking California, they're from fucking whoever. They got friends back home, bro. Next thing you know, you fucking blow up everywhere, like, here. And you can't...
Crazy. He knows Mod's son.
Yeah.
Awesome.
man.
Who's that?
He's he's not big in music these days, but he's actually a bigger producer. He's with
That's
Avril
really cool.
Lavigne right now.
Damn.
He's dating Avril Lavigne and fucking hangs out with and became Travis Barker all the
Hell
time.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's
Connections,
what's
bro,
fucking
are a big
crazy.
key, bro. Who you know and everything, you know. I think we were talking about that, like, was it yesterday on someone had someone else? Like, getting a job is, like, hard, you know what I mean?
Oh,
In
yeah,
general.
definitely.
Unless you know
Yeah.
somebody, like, and thing, like, that's the only time I've ever gotten a job and someone's like, oh, bro, don't worry, like, I work here, I'll fucking tell
I
the
agree
manager.
with you on that.
You
You
know
know,
what I mean?
how many times I've applied for jobs and like nothing, and all my jobs were people that like I knew. And
Yeah,
they were like,
exactly.
I got the hookup for you. Like it's hard getting a job.
Exactly. And it's like the
Honestly.
same thing in music, bro. Your connections are there. He knows people. Y'all both sound. Your uncle, he's obviously been through the grind. Even though he, like, I don't know if he made it or not, but, like, he's definitely someone who's gone through, like, the process of, like, the same thing that you're going through and knows, like, that. And so it's, like, really cool. Like, those little connections you have are going to really help you excel in life.
To help you always take that next step forward, you know. See, it sounds like you have a whole lot of, like, you know, backing behind y'all, but what I also think's like pretty good is like just because like you do have your fans overseas, sometimes I feel like the fans or the people who like music here stateside can be like the biggest haters, bro.
Definitely.
Like everybody is always, I feel like they might be more so like of a greed factor. They're like, or maybe jealousy. They're like, oh man, he's doing that, I'm doing my stuff over in this state, or you know, it's all like everybody trying to take that next step over each other. But then you got guys out in like Japan, like Ukraine, who are like, bro, I just heard this, I fucking love it. Like I don't even know what the United States is like, but they're lit, you know?
No, yeah.
That's how
definitely.
everybody should be, you know?
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. It's crazy. I've gotten a message from a Russian fan, and I was all like, I have absolutely no idea what you wrote.
Yeah.
Like,
Google Translate.
Google Translate, they're just
Yeah,
basically
translate it.
saying, you know, like, I love you, y'all are crazy, you know, shit like that. But it's cool.
Do they even understand you? That's the thing. If you like text in Russian,
I feel like no, I didn't reply back. I just liked the message because I don't want to, you know, like how reliable is Google Translate actually?
Yeah, no,
You know,
exactly.
I don't want to say the wrong thing and then like lose that fan.
Yeah.
So you know, just you gotta like the.
A lot of people like to just be noticed, bro. They like to
Yeah.
be like, Like they'll send celebrities messages. All you gotta do is right, hit that
Just
like,
gotta hit
and they're
the
like,
like.
oh shit.
Then they show love. It's
Yeah.
nice. It's nice,
Mhm.
honestly.
Definitely, bro. People want that validation, especially from like someone that they idol like that. It's fucking,
Yeah.
that moment.
And to be able to be in the position and time to do it. 'Cause,
exactly.
Like, you get too big at one point. You can't.
You can't do that.
anymore.
Mhm.
Like, it just, you stop being able to do that.
Yeah, you're not gonna have
And-
enough time to respond to
Yeah.
every single fan you have.
Like,
Uh-huh.
and so, like, to be at that point, and that point's for a while, and you're in the point of getting big, but, like, it is a point in time to where you can respond
Mhm.
to everybody and really interact. And it's dope.
Yeah,
I love it.
because then you build bigger connections. I know, like, I fucking stream all the time, and like when there's like one little kid in there, bro, and they're like wanting to do everything with you, I know that at the end of the day, like that kid's gonna grow into be like my actual fan, you know what I mean? And that's like really cool because you're still small where you grow like real fans. But when I have like 20, 30 people in that hoe, I don't have time to talk to like that one kid. I don't have time to play like games with that one kid. There's 30 other people who are trying to watch me do something different, you know what I mean? So like, just whenever you get bigger, bro, and like you're gonna grow by thousands and thousands, you know what I mean? If you do, like, it's cool to like talk to the couple few who still like who are like there now and they want to talk to you, and you know that you're gonna build like a good relationship with like someone who's like you said is gonna be a fan for hopefully a while, you know?
Yeah, because we get a lot of people listening, but, like, there's, like, a certain amount of people that are really just like, I've been listening to you guys
From day
for
one.
so
Shit.
long.
Mhm.
Every time something drops, like you get that message from them, dude.
Yeah.
Y'all killed it. Y'all killed what you did,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. You know
Like,
it's the
every
ones that
time you
like
drop
come back.
something, it's super cool.
Bro, and that shit's like that's a very good feeling, bro. That shit feels
Oh
good,
no,
bro.
definitely.
It's
It's
super cool.
it's nice, like it is nice.
It's weird to think about, but, like, it is really cool.
Exactly.
Like, it's weird to analyze.
I've had people that tell me I wasn't gonna do anything, and I mean, like, even though we're not like big and shit yet, or even like medium big, but like it's nice, to know like, oh, I guess there are people that are listening to me
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. Like it's
And,
nice.
Like, with the label and everything that we just joined, like, we are getting more people here.
Mhm.
Like, as soon as the announcement was made that we were joining, like, more people, Vegas, California, that kind of thing. We are big, and we're bigger. Are we bigger in Houston than San Antonio?
Yeah, we're bigger in Houston than in San Antonio.
But, like, that was a really good thing
Mhm.
that happened. Because we have been big in some states, but a lot of the times it does tend to be bigger in other countries. And I think the label is a really good Strange Vibes Only and Die Slow, the little faction that we're in.
Mhm.
Is really dope.
Yeah, they brought like fans that they have in like the
Their
states and circles and stuff to us, and we appreciate it.
And they're based from here and everything there.
Yeah. Yells is dead. That's the guy who signed us and stuff. He's pretty big, and like it's pretty cool to like have a conversation with him. He's chill.
Yeah.
He's nice. Like he understands the thing of like, you gotta take your time. Just do your thing. Don't think. We have a feature for him, and I told him I had to like re-record it yesterday, and he was all like, "You've got time, man. Don't even trip. Like y'all are good and stuff." And I was all like, "Well, I appreciate that because that's something that happened on the last labels that like, you were being rushed and stuff. They wanted to do what would you say, a collective project?
Like a collab project of all of the
You
people.
Like a whole label
Yeah.
project type shit.
And
Dream type stuff.
they they want that now from the new label, but it's the whole like take your time. But the last time it wasn't take your time. Like we were told you could take your time, and we were like, cool, okay. And we did our track, sent it in, and then it wasn't what they wanted.
Yeah, he turned down the track.
He turned down the track
He was like, no.
because he found out that like Cedric was like drunk when he recorded. Like I'm gonna tell you right now, every single song that we write and record,
we are
both completely fucked up, or one of us is.
It's
Like Scarecrow of Oz off of our Fuck 12 project. I don't even like. I'm gonna be real with you.
He
Neither
was-
of us remember making that
Fuck
track.
12, on Fuck 12, it was just so much acid for him.
I did acid every
Every
day.
day.
It felt like, and he was drunk every day.
Every day.
Like,
We had like a big ass bottle of Everclear, and it was just like fucking. And Everclear is like fucking.
yeah, you get it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
Well,
they say you're not
how?
supposed to drink more than a shot of it, or you're at risk for alcohol poisoning.
And
No,
he's
I don't
just
believe that.
he's just
Nah, I
over
don't
here.
believe that. I don't believe that either, bro.
Yeah.
There's only one way to find out, right?
We
No, and he found out like he can drink that shit.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, like it was nothing. You know, and that's what happened. What that's what we were doing when quarantine happened. Like you said, how you were.
Yeah.
Well, not. I mean, yeah, the drinking part, but you were talking about how like you were getting into like YouTube and the gaming and the podcasts and stuff. Well, that's what we started. As soon as quarantine hit, we were working on a project, and then
we were trapping out the apartment.
yeah,
And fucking that's where Fuck 12 is the trap house came from.
yeah, no, and like I'm telling you, like everything we talk about in our music,
Oh,
it all has happened
100% happened.
or it is happening. You know, like
Yeah, it's
stuff like
happened or
that.
It's happening.
It's
like, everything.
everything. You know,
We
talk
don't
about
fabricate.
stuff that like it was crazy and you would be like, damn, I don't think that's real. No, I can promise you that really happened. Like
this is my life. I'm living this shit.
Yeah.
that we have no reason to lie. I mean, like, what's the point? There's no point in making up, because you know someone's always gonna find out the truth. And I mean, obviously you're gonna have people that are gonna be like, that didn't happen to y'all. That's fine if you don't believe it, but I mean, like, it happened.
Yeah.
We know so many people that just fabricate.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
know
A lot of
so
things
many
say.
people, and we know damn well that did not happen, or it's not gonna happen. You know, like stuff, like they put on that persona, and I mean, like, I get it. I feel like some, you know, you got to put some.
Yeah, some
But, like-
kind of persona. I have a lot of facets to me. Like I said, I listen to Frank Ocean in my downtime, despite the music that we make. But like,
I listen to
it's
funk
all, it's all me.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the end of the day, like it truly is me. It's something that I love, and it's something that I truly like. I chose to do this.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, it all goes back to that thing that we were saying. You know, like, we've been through a lot, and you know, like, it helps us get it out. You know, like.
Hell yeah.
For what we've been through, so you know we don't have. I mean, like, why would you want to bottle it in and like?
Yeah,
Exactly.
when it comes
It feels
to
good to get it
addictions and
out.
when it comes to robbing people's houses.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, back to like the emotion, bro. Like like if everything you're saying is real and like you're not lying, bro. Like people can tell that, like with the way you speak
feel
and the
that
way you
shit.
talk in the music. Yeah, bro. People feel that shit, bro. You know what I mean? And it's nothing but like. It's not like no matter what you say, it's always like a good vibe from it, because like you're either feeling it like emotionally sad, happy, however it makes them feel, and like that's really cool. Is that like you make this piece of music and like people get to react to it and feel different kinds of emotions, and that's like something like really awesome, bro. Like
Yeah.
especially
Yeah,
making music.
because like, you know, like, there's people out there that've been through the same shit. You know,
Exactly.
like
Mhm.
someone's been like, you know, if you've been shot at before, then obviously there's people out there that have also been shot at before. You know, like, I don't say I've ever. I mean, well, it has happened before, but like not an all-time thing. And I don't even talk about being shot at, except for like this one track that I brought. Like we're working on now.
I talk about getting shot at, but that's because I got
He
shot.
did, yeah, he did get shot at.
But craziest
hell?
craziest thing. So the bullet went through the door, and it
Mhm.
didn't ricochet. You could tell because it ripped through
It
the
ripped
seat.
through
Through
the
the door.
seat, but because it hit so like it
It
hit
hit
so
the
many
door.
things, it hit his
Hit my
leg.
leg and left a bruise.
all he got
that
was a
big,
bruise
And I tell
because
you, I could not show you where it hit.
It went.
went
He got so
straight.
lucky that the bullet slowed down, because if it had not, that
It
shit
slowed
went
down
through
so
his
much
leg.
hitting the door.
Damn.
Cause
That
Damn,
it just
bro.
it just
Yeah, no, I was
and,
like,
it hurt, like it stung, but like I didn't get, like it didn't even break skin.
Damn.
yeah, no,
Did
he
you
got
lucky?
really lucky that
Really
the
lucky
bullet
that
like
day.
had like gone through so many things.
Like it went through the door and just the car door, and
Cause I was supposed to be with them.
yeah.
They were all like, "Can we come pick you up?" And I was like, "Hang on, I'm doing something real quick," you know. And then they when they show up, they're all like, "We got shot at," and you could see the bullet holes just
Through
all
everything.
over the car.
Fucking-
One's broken the backlight.
Yeah.
One hit the top of the hood. You know, like our friend, he if the
was
bullet hit
driving.
him, he would have died. He was driving,
And
and
was
it got stuck at the
poking
door. It
through
would have
the
hit his.
plastic.
It would have.
It
Yeah.
was like protruding. Through
Yeah,
the
it was
plastic.
still in the car. You could see it.
Damn.
Like
That's
it was, and it was
crazy,
gonna
bro.
hit him like right here. Like he would have been gone.
Shit.
And it was so crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like you guys must have like some sort of fucking like spirit or something like this.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
I
definitely-
fucking got
definitely-
We have a luck. KiL BiNTON and the homies
Have-
have a luck that we will get into bad situations. Not so much these days. We're
Yeah,
in
no.
But we will get into bad situations and somehow
You
come out
always
the
make it
best
out.
way possible.
The best way.
Fucking what should be felonies is misdemeanors.
Yeah,
For
that's
just
what's
somehow-
crazy.
Yeah.
Off of a
You know.
technicality, it's a misdemeanor.
Yeah, like they even tried to fucking shoot you. That shit didn't work.
And I mean, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. You know, like they got lucky, and I'm happy that nothing happened to him. You wouldn't want that to happen to
Definitely.
anyone.
Yeah.
Y'all got some greater work working upon y'all, bro. Someone watching over
That's what
you.
I'm saying,
Yeah,
bro.
no,
It's
that's
all
what
fucking
my mom
manifesting,
said.
bro. It's
My
like
mom
this is.
says that it's God's grace and mercy.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
It's
bro.
like they were like, hey,
She
like
prays on that shit. She's like grace and mercy.
they are meant to be so much more. We're like, why?
Yeah, bro.
Why should they get stopped now? We're like, nope. You just like,
And that just shows y'all, bro. Someone's always in your corner, even if like no one else is, bro.
even if you
like,
don't see it. Mhm.
Hell yeah, bro. Like
Yeah.
that's what's up, bro. Because y'all are obviously here for a reason, bro. Like shit could have gone fucking badly
No,
in
like,
that
That
situation.
could have been like
Oh,
really
yeah.
bad,
That
honestly.
could have been the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
And you're still here today, and there's
Oh, yeah.
obviously a fucking
Perfectly
reason,
fine.
bro. And there's a reason why he wasn't in the car either. Imagine if he would have been
Yeah,
in the car.
no.
Like everything fucking happens for a reason, bro. And like
Yeah.
I really do think about that because that was crazy because I was supposed to be with them and I was like, nah, I gotta do something real quick. And then
just fucking.
And
they
Yeah,
come
what-
back and
what-
I'm all like, oh my god, like I could
That
have
could
been in there.
me, yeah.
Yeah, and who knows? Like, something could have happened if you went that day.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
it really
like
could've
you
been
never know, you never do.
No.
That's why bro, I'm also big on that, bro. Like, I think everything happens for a fucking
Oh,
reason.
yeah.
It's like a fucking
Yeah.
movie. It's like a big ass script. Like,
Oh,
like
yeah.
we all just go through it. We have like an end goal, and then all the shit that happens is just like, oh, like this isn't the end of me. This is not gonna define me. It's not the end. I gotta get like down there, bro. I got so much more. I can't get fucking shot. Stop the bullet. You know, like
Stop the bullet.
Yeah, right. I literally joke that I'm bulletproof.
Yeah, no, he does it all the
Like,
damn time. He talks about how he's
like,
bulletproof
I'm
now.
impervious to the
Hey, bro, I would
projectiles.
too, bro. You got a spit clout, bro. You're
I was
like,
like,
hey,
you
bro,
know,
I
I
got
got
shot
shot.
and
That
that
shit
didn't break
even-
skin.
Didn't break skin,
For real.
right?
Exactly, bro. Y'all are fucking out here for a reason, bro. Well, it's about fucking time, bro. We've been out here. It's been a fucking awesome time to fucking talk with y'all. Y'all have had amazing stories. Y'all fucking are moving, bro. You love to see that. Y'all definitely found y'all's higher calling, bro. It seems like both of y'all I feel like y'all were like shaped for that hoe, bro. Like both of you are like,
Y'all are built for this shit, bro.
yeah, bro, y'all are definitely built for
Mhm.
this hoe, and like the times y'all are going through is just like the beginning, you know, and you can only look up from there, and that's fucking awesome. So I wish y'all nothing but luck. If there's anything y'all want to plug, we'll fucking definitely throw y'all SoundCloud, your fucking Spotify, everything
Oh,
on fucking some of the videos. We'll leave it on our Instagram and everything. But anything you want to shout out, last words?
We are.
That's your business.
You wanna tell them what the third project name is?
I mean, I suppose.
Yeah, so our third project that we're working on is called Blues Brothers.
Starring-
Y'all know that
starring
movie,
John-
right?
Starring
Yeah,
John
yeah,
Belushi
yeah.
and Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, and I mean,
He's
so
John
like,
Belushi, I'm Dan Aykroyd.
yeah. I know we're working on a lot of features, and then we have an EP we want to drop before that project, and it's called Publicly Intoxicated. So we're just working on like new music and stuff like that. But
Yeah, but all the shit's KiL BiNTON.
yeah,
I
shout
know.
out to all those homies that
Strange Vibes.
Strange Vibes and Die Slow.
Yeah, y'all got a good amount of music out for now. So give all the viewers something to listen to until
Oh,
those
yeah.
come out.
Yeah,
Y'all
bro.
have no scheduled thing, just whenever it comes out. And hopefully something fucking beautiful comes out of it. And then whenever that comes out, maybe we'll have to have y'all back on again, bro.
Oh yeah, no,
Exactly,
that's
bro.
something
That's
that we
what it
talked
is,
about. We
like,
were
yeah.
like, when we've made it big and then like they make it big, it'd be cool to like come back and then show like,
Mhm.
oh look what happened.
Hell
You
yeah,
know, like
bro.
look
You're
how
like,
far
time
it's been.
flies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Time will definitely fly by. Who knows, bro?
Yeah.
Future's fucking ahead of us, bro. We have so many options. I fucking hope everybody viewing this hoe has fucking enjoyed fucking having them here. They've been fucking awesome.
Yeah, thank you for having
Hell
us.
yeah,
no
bro.
problem at all,
Of
bro.
course,
I
bro.
had to,
Thank
man.
you.
I had to.
Fucking amazing, dog. Shouting out fucking from me, Big B to the double Z, KiL BiNTON. Fucking say some deuces.
Peace
Yeah,
out,
here,
you
bro.
know.
GTR,
Fucking
man.
GTR.
Yeah.
Good vibes.
Hell yeah, deuces, cut.